Hi, here we are going to see about the Unit 5 continuation. So in this presentation, we are going to see what is copyright infringement, what are the infringements meaning, and also we are going to see about the illustrations occurs for copyright infringement and also determine the principles of infringement. Then we are going to see about some of the case studies. Let me see one by one. Copyright infringement. So the copyright infringement means that when the infringement is derived from the word infringe, which means break the law or an agreement. So it will leads to the economic loss of the owners of copyright. Besides that, the economic loss will be adversely affects the creativity. So the section 51 of Copyright Act 1957 is introduced, and it is suit for the infringement of copyright has to be filed in the district court or a high court. Next, what do you mean by infringement? If a person without the permissions or license from the owner or registrar or contraventions of law does any following act will cause the infringement. So it will also follows the sells or hire for profit, distributes it for the purpose of trade, by the way of trade exhibits in public, import into India any infringing copies of the work. So the copyright infringement will be the borrowing, stealing and as well as the infringing the parts. So these all the things will be comes under the definition of infringement. Next is the note. So that is whether an act is an infringement means or not would depend on the fact whether the copyright is substituting the work or not. So we have to grant the specified period of time. That is the time period of the copyright is lifetime plus 60 years. So in case if there is a any expired in the case of a copyright means the work will falls in the public domain. So it will act of a reproduction of the work by any persons other than the author, which would not be a amount to the infringement. So the copyrighted infringement will have the violation that is the unauthorized use of material that is covered by copyright law in a manner that will violate one of the copyright owner's exclusive rights, such as the right to reproduce or perform the copyrighted work or to make the derivative works. So for electronic and audio visual media, unauthorized reproduction and distribution is occasionally referred to as piracy. Illustrations. So the poem was written by a poet in 1820. So the poet expires in 1888 means thereafter the poem was copied by another author in his chapter of the book in the year of 1970. So after 88 years of death of the poet, the poem was copied. So it is issues, the main issue of this illustration is that whether the infringement took place or not. So held is there is no infringement in the copyright because the term of the copyright in the literary work will subsist for a period of 60 years after the death of the author. So there will be no infringement occurs. So likewise, the copyright is only infringed if the unauthorized use involves the whole or a substantial part of the copyright work. Next illustration is that about the fact of a book is published in America by a publisher there. An Indian visitor to that country gets a copy of that book, makes a further copies and flood the Indian market with such copies of said book. So the main issue is whether the producing further copies and selling the books in India, which is already published in America, amounts to be infringement or not. So the health is Indian visitor is guilty of infringement. So here already there is the book is sold, but he has taken more copies on these books that will comes under the guilty of infringement. So the copyright will be renting or lending, performing, showing, playing, communicating or adopting the copyright works. So in order to succeed with an action for infringement, it is necessary to establish that the alleged infringing party will actually copy the work and it is protected rather than arrived at their work by means of a independent creative activity. The next thing will be the principles of determining infringement. So that is there are three types. One is direct copying, second is indirect copying, and third is substantial copying. So substantial copying means that is the copying a major part of the author. That is, if the part of the copied is would lead to substantial copying, it is very important part of the author's work. The case is D. Narayanan Rao v. Prasad. The fact is defendant had borrowed a part of speech which was only a 2.5 minute duration in 3-hour film. So the main held is that is court held that substantial part of speech has been copied. So it is on the form of infringement. Next is the principles of determining the infringement. So that is conscious, unconscious and subconscious copying. So conscious means that is it has a self-knowledge. Unconscious means no self-knowledge, and subconscious means familiar with their work. So subconscious sufficient to constitute the infringement of the work. So it will copy the work in the particular area. So this will be that if the infringement of the copyright work is intentional, it is on the large scale and copies of the work are being made for sale, being imported, distributed, sold or put on the internet, then it is worth informing the police or the local trading standards department. So they can decide whether the action by them is including possible prosecutions that is justified or not. The next thing will be the Vaida Movie Toll Private Limited. So in this the Bharadwaj 2017 case, that is in this fact the movie Hunter Wali released in the year of 1930s had copyright in a unique character with the fearless Nadia in a stunt woman. So the defendant produced another movie Rangoon in the year of 2016 that is starring Kangana Ranaut in the leading role with the character's name Janbas Julie. So they landed into the legal battle with the Vadias when they accused of copyright, which should be the character that is Janbas Julie from her Fearless Nadia. So the costume, the character, the sketch, the style of walking, wearing a mask, a wife, being a stunt woman, and using the phrase bloody hell. So everything was copied from the Fearless Nadia character. So the main issue is whether the infringement of the character Fearless Nadia took place or not. So held is that the court will hold that there was a substantial copying of the character Rangoon of Vishal Bharadwaj. That is, the infringement was asked to pay a bank guarantee of 2 crores etc. The next thing will be the Ghajini v. Fadjini. So it is in the year of 2005. So the movie Ghajini Tamil released in the year of 2005, and the main character of suffered from temporary memory loss and was out to get revenge for his wife murder. So in the year 2008, a Hindi version of Ghajini was released where the character also suffered from the short-term memory loss and was out for vengeance for his girlfriend's murder. So the only difference was in later movie, the girl was his girlfriend. So issue is that whether the copyright of Ghajini Tamil movie was infringed by the Hindi version of the movie, it is asked. So that is the held is the court will hold that there were a infringement and a interim injunction was ordered. Next thing will be the Milan Lutheria v. Gulshan Rai, that is 2017. So this movie Badshah Show released in the year of 2017 and released a song called Socha Hai. Before this movie, Diva released the song Ke Doom Tumhe the producer of Badshah Ho had remixed the song Ke Dum Tumhe and made a new one Socha Hai. So the defendant claimed here is that the song was remixed without the permission and was infringed songs. So the issue is whether the song Socha Hai lead to the infringement of the original song Ke Dum Tumhe. So the held is court had held there were infringement and the injunction was ordered. So the song was removed from the movie at last. The next thing will be the phone booth versus a knockout. So here in phone booth, a movie by 20th Century Fox, there was a hostage in the phone booth having the major conversation with Sniper, and the story also revolves around the extramarital affair. So in Sohail Maklai, the entertainment movie Knockout a Will, the story revolved around the hostage and the issue was revolved around the issue of black money with the zest of extramarital affairs. So 20th Century Fox filed a case against Sohail Maklai for an unlawful remake of the movie Phone Booth. So the issue was whether the copyright of the phone booth was infringed or not. So the held is that in this case the court held the copyright infringement and awarded damages to 20th Century Fox. Next is the Orient Longman versus Indirect Anant 2005. So the defendant will produce the loose sheets of the author's work. So the defendant contended that it was a reproduction of the loose sheets and was not lead to the infringement. So the plaintiff will file the case against the defendant of infringement. So the issue is whether the reproduction of the loose sheets will constitute a infringement or not. Here the held thing will be the court will hold that it would lead to the infringement and the authors irrespective will be becoming a loose sheets. Thank you.